tattoos since last year?
No new tattoos, not yet. There's like a bunch of tattoos I want, but you know, I don't want them bad enough yet to pull the trigger on it. And like every time I talk about a tattoo, like I feel like once I say it out loud, I'm like, nah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be super cool to get that there. Then I say it, I tell someone, I'm like, yeah, you're right, bad idea. But yeah, I've been wanting something else, so it's coming soon. It's coming soon. Right down front. How the earplugs treat them?
I didn't. I was good. I mustered through.
All right. Protect those eardrums, please.
My eardrums.
They're shot.
So if you had the opportunity to have a once-in-a-lifetime experience with an out turner, what would you want it to be?
Wow. She asked if I could have any once-in-a-lifetime experience, what would it be? Whoa. Gosh, I don't know. I think about like mystical things, like if I could like go back and meet my younger self, or if I could go forward and meet my older self. But I think that would be like, yeah, it'd make me anxious. Gosh, that's a tough one. Any like once in a lifetime experience?
Like be a professional football player or be up in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean,
surfer.
for sure. I'm thinking about all these amazing things like that, and I'm like, but there's this other thing that would be cool. But yeah, like scoring a touchdown in the NFL with millions of people watching would be awesome, for sure. But I think I would like to like stand on top of a really tall mountain that I just climbed. I've never like climbed a mountain, and I think that would be really incredible. To make it, and to survive it, and then to say, you know, you've done it. Yeah.
Do it.
Sounds like a lot of work, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, right? Good question. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
So what's your favorite vacation spot?
Favorite vacation spot? Well, there's the places I've been and there's places I want to go, right?
Either or.
I really loved, my favorite vacation spot I've ever been to is the south of France, I think. Mediterranean. But I really want to go to Mykonos, Greece. It's like top of the list. Never been, dying to go. So, right behind you, you were about to say a question.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you what advice would you say to your younger self, and especially before getting into writing and acting?
Yeah, so what advice would I give my younger self, and what advice would I give to anyone who wants to get into writing and acting? So, I think if I could speak to my younger self, I would probably just say to like relax a little bit, like take some of the pressure off. You know, I feel like in my 20s, I was like putting time limits on things. Like I wanted to have this done by this certain time. I wanted to do this by this certain time. And I had an amazing journey. I mean, my life has been ups and downs and all the great things that come with that. But I think I sometimes wasn't able to take in the moment. You know what I mean? Because you don't realize like that this moment right here is everything. It's not about the thing that I'm going to achieve or whatever. Because like once you get there, then you have another moment, and it's always this happening now and not about the destination. So I think I would just reiterate that to my younger self, and you know, I think I kind of just sail through and enjoy life a little more. Not to say that I don't, but you know.
Felt like you were going nonstop?
Yeah, definitely going nonstop. I mean, I'm grateful that I had that drive, and I still do. But there's a lot of pressure, you know. And even I think about like when I was in high school, I played golf, and like competitively, and I would get so in my head and put so much pressure on myself that I would just completely shit the bed. And like, you know, I'm playing the best round of my life, front nine, back nine. It just couldn't handle it mentally, and so would just lose it. And I think about that in a bunch of different things. I'm like, wow, I had that issue. I would overthink things and overanalyze and try to make sure I'm making the right decision. But now it's like, well, what's the right decision? What's the wrong decision? Is there really even such a thing? You know, we're all just moving forward, and Shakespeare has a great quote. He says, nothing is either right nor wrong, but thinking makes it so. So it's all in how you view it, you know. Advice to someone who wants to get into acting, writing, and that whole world. Number one is, this sounds so cliche, and I know you've heard it, you probably know what I'm about to say, but you have to make sure this is something that you really want to do and that you really love, because it's not a glamorous life, you know. It's a very like working, you're constantly working to try to get ahead and to try to keep things going. And like the amount of, just on the acting side, the amount of rejection you get, you get no, yes, no. That's how it is. So if I didn't absolutely love what I do, I'd be like, what? I'm not doing this anymore. No way. And then I will have, if I'm doing that, it's like, well, okay, now I'm 30, and what am I going to do? So I think just knowing that this is something that you love and something you want to do will give you that motivation to really dive in, and no matter what, at all costs, you keep going at it. After that, it's just surrounding yourself with these things. Like if you want to be a writer, it's reading scripts, it's writing, 5 pages a day, whether they're good or they're bad, you're writing something. But you're constantly like watching movies, reading books, and your world is all kind of pointing towards that thing. Same with acting, it's not just something that you want to do, it's got to be something you're actively doing. So a lot of times when people say they want to be actors, I'm like, well, what are you doing right now? Like, are you in something? Well, I don't know. We don't really, I live in a small town. I grew up in a small town, and we had youth theater. It's the only one for miles, but I was lucky enough to get involved, and so it's just getting involved and starting to act, and then you're like, maybe I do really love this, and then you get more involved, or you're just like, I don't really like this that much, and then you save yourself a bunch of heartache. But getting involved in doing it is, I think, the bottom line. And then after that, things kind of just start to fall into place, because you find out your passion for it, you're doing it, and then you start to meet people, and they start to push you forward, and you surround yourself with people that want to make you better, and then it just kind of sends you in the right direction. You end up in LA and New York, and you crush it. It's as simple as that. Thank you for that question.